Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts 1.09. It is finally here. The beta version of the full campaign map. All major nations have been added, so that means we can now play a campaign as the United States, the Russian Empire, the Empire of Japan, the Spanish and Chinese empires. Oh boy. And we have a lot of new things to cover, so let's see if there's anything interesting. All technologies have become available. In the last campaigns, the lower parts of the tech tree were still on the to-do list. They have been done. We have submarines, anti-submarine warfare. We have mine warfare and anti-mine warfare now. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I am really looking forward to this. Ship construction flaws. We have ships that can be, well, built with a flaw in it. I'm very interested to see how this will play out. I haven't seen it yet, so who knows? Might be fun. You gotta invest in construction technologies to prevent it from happening. Yeah, quality over quantity of ships. What will we do? Will we rush the new techs, or will we make sure that our ships are strong and good? It will be fun. Fun to play around with this. We have a new recon rating for the ships. The ability to report enemy movements without being detected. I'm not quite sure about this. I'm not sure how it will function, how it will work. I guess a higher recon rating will give you more favorable encounters. I guess. I suppose we will find out. We have new technologies for crew training. Reinforced transports with more armaments and torpedoes. Oh, now this is interesting. Curious to see how this will play out in my next campaigns. We have shipyards that actually work now, that fit with the ship sizes we're trying to build. In previous campaigns, we never got to that level, but you could eventually build ships that were larger than the dock. Now that's no longer the case. Hurrah! Campaign ammunition. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you fire a shot, you gotta replenish that shot. And you gotta do that in your own harbors for best efficiency. The closer you are to your harbor, the better it is, I think. Especially with the fuel. This will be very interesting for a campaign. I really do hope though, that the AI can handle this properly. Otherwise, I think this first new campaigns might be a disaster. Well, let's find out, shall we? A new defense role? Yeah, now I can have task forces set to defend, task forces to engage. I really like that. If it works the way I hope it will work, then you can have, your monitor ships to keep the coastlines and your harbors secured, together with your mine layers, and maybe a submarine or two, I don't know. While other task forces of faster, nimble ships go search out for the enemy. Commission times. When ships are constructed or removed from mothball status, they need some time to become fully operational. Yeah, I like the fact that if you mothballed a ship and you reactivate it, it should take some time. That's a month extra, sure. When they're constructed, I'm not quite sure about that. Construction time is already very long, especially on the big ships. 12 months, 24 months to build a proper battleship. Does it need any bigger? I don't know. These new essential features replace the temporary very large repair times. Okay, So that was the issue we had with the previous campaigns, I think. Okay, near repair priority status? Yeah. Good idea. I like this. We can prioritize a certain ship for repair. Curious to see how it will work out, especially with the AI. Detailed refit times. Yeah, sure. I'll guess fun to play around with in a recording eventually. Undo process, multiple saves. Yes, please. Engine vibrations. The faster your ship goes, the more it will vibrate, the less efficient your guns will be. Do we really need less efficient guns? It's already a pain to hit targets. It's gonna get even worse now, I fear. Especially for someone like me, I prefer running my speeds at my ships at high speed. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this one. When firing at a target and other guns of your own friendlies also fire, there's a temporal accuracy penalty. Okay, well, guess focus fire will be a lot more annoying now, but hey, in all honesty, that is fairly realistic. I like it. Gun recoil. Okay, no more small ships with giant guns. Thank you, game. Nah, not a great fan. Updated ship physics. Well, updated physics are always good. Unless they're not. Engine efficiency is more important. Well, frankly, my ships, I've always tried to get that efficiency relatively high, except for the early cruisers. So I'm not too worried there. Smoke, funnel smoke and smoke screens. Oh, very nice, very nice. This will be an interesting mechanic to play around with during the battles. How to move, why to move in a certain direction in relation to the target. It's gonna take some time to get used to this one, I think. Armor plate and flooding increase according to damage. The more a section is damaged, the easier it will be to pen, the easier it will be to flood. Very nice, I approve. New hulls. New hulls are always good, I think. And then we have a lot of balancing issues. The most important one for me will be that HE armor penetration capacity is reduced. So that ruins my gameplay a bit. I like my HE ships. And the last one, fix issues for overpowered player technology. It's a very good change. I never had any issues with this myself because I always start at the earliest starting time, even though I do not always enjoy it. It's just, you know, it's the part of the setup you gotta get through, in my opinion. And, of course, YouTube and music is a pain. Henceforth, as always, no music. Saves me a lot of issues. Now, continue campaign. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Which campaign do you want to continue? I have set up 2 campaigns already. Basic setups for my new campaigns that I will play. So, yeah. These are the new changes. You know what? I'm going to load this campaign in quickly. I haven't done anything yet, not even designed my ships. But it will allow me to show the world map. Ladies and gentlemen, meet a strange new world. A world where we have the Spanish, we have the Russians, we have the Ottoman Empire, we have Portugal, we have the US of A. We have a lot of minor nations that are just grayed out for the time being. We have German colonies in Africa. We have English colonies in Africa. We have English colonies in India, in Dubai. We have the Indies with at least English ports. And, oh, look at that. Those are different. Huh. Nice. We have the Dutch. We have Australia. And we all know New Zealand does not exist. We have Germans in the Bismarck Sea. In Oceania, we have the Spanish colonies around the Philippines. The Chinese are really cramped in a very small area. Easy to defend. But, oof. Tricky to defeat, I fear. We have, of course, Tsingtao, the German colony. And we have the Japanese. Only 5 boards for the Japanese. It will be a very tough campaign. And of course, we also have some Russians. And Sakhalin will be mine eventually. Now, the other side of the world, we have the United States. We have the United States. We have the French. We have some German colonies. Even more French colonies. And yes, haha, New Zealand is there. It's on the other side of the world map. And this is, by the way, the most far I can zoom the world map out. There is one issue right now. I haven't started the campaign yet, but I know this issue is around. If I am the USA and I have fleets in San Diego or San Francisco and I want to attack Japan, my ships have got to go all the way to Suez, all the way through the Indian Ocean, all the way to Southeast Asia to reach Japan. And the other way around. As Japanese, it's utterly illogical to fight a war against the USA. It's just too far away. You cannot cross the lines of the map. It is a flat world. This needs to change, honestly. Either the world map needs to be round, or they need to add specific sea lane points, so you can move your ship to a sea lane and then it will pop out on the other side of the map. I can live with that as well. But this needs to change. I want to fight the USA as Japan, and on my USA campaign I wish to fight the Japanese. It's as simple as that. And I don't want to conquer half the world to get there. Now, that said, politics. Politics tab. Well, it's not changed a lot, but it has been upgraded a bit. Look at that. So many nations to watch out for now. And I'm not sure if this is default. I can check that with my USA campaign later on. But the Japanese start off hating the Russians and the Chinese. The Germans hate the French and the British. The Chinese hate the Russians a bit, but mostly the Japanese. Fairly neutral standings all around. The Spanish hate the Americans. Well, I guess the Americans are putting some pressure on the Philippines. So yeah, that's interesting. It's an interesting start. The Austrians hate the Russians. I guess that will be the Black Sea encounters. Italians are fairly happy with everyone. Fairly neutral nation. To start, at least. Yeah, that's pretty much it really. Very interesting indeed. The finance tab has not changed at all. Nothing has changed. Yeah, looks good. The research tab. Well, the last 2 lines, submarines and naval tactics, have been opened up. And I guess hull construction. This will be the one you need to keep your ships from having construction errors. Yeah, I don't think it's any other tactic. Mines allows mine laying for destroyers, cruisers, and mine sweeping as well with this technology. ASW and underwater acoustics, anti-submarine warfare and sonar development, depth charges for destroyers and cruisers, light cruisers I presume, but maybe also heavy cruisers, naval communication, increase reconnaissance aspects of my ships, and countermeasures against submarines. Okay. And maneuver warfare. Oh, maneuver warfare. Special submarine tactics. That's the first one that I notice. Increased convoy survivability. Yeah, some very interesting new technologies to play around with. Ship design, well, nothing is new really. The fleet tab, nothing is new, but we do have a submarine tab as well now. And those are, as far as I can tell, at first glance, the first changes we will encounter in this new world. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all very much for watching.